So if I understood your question, so did I start being spiritual after knowing, or I started knowing after being spiritual? Okay, so now I think if I respond to that, you definitely gonna kill me after the answer of desirelessness, because that will involve some philosophy as well. Yeah. So the thing is, we have to make ourselves aware of something before we can start following something. At times, some of the habits we have are simply based on the repetitions of things we do. We keep doing things and they become our habit. At times, we become aware of something. We make ourselves aware and start making those as our habits. So some of the way it works is, or at least in my, since you asked personal question on my how I became. So I, even though I was inclined spiritually all the time, you, some way or another, I was not able to understand why things are happening. I used to be philosophical, like I currently am, right? That is why you find my answer philosophy in all the answers that I give. Um, but um, my after going through all the different spheres of life, different experiences, different events happened in my life in different ages, um, I realized that I have to become spiritual. So some of it came after the awareness of going through different experiences, different circumstances. So I would say the awareness came to become spiritual, and I started becoming spiritual. It not like one day I woke up and I became spiritual. No, it was a contemplation that was happening. It was thing like, okay, what do I do? What can I do things better? Like, what can I do to make life better? Am I really living a life? Is that something I want? Is that something that makes me happy? Is it really something that really worth my pain, attention, my cries, my tears? um, and when you start thinking on that perspective, you start eliminating some of the things that are not important for you. And for me, it happened that way, where I started focusing on things that are not going to matter for me, not focusing on things that are not going to matter for me, and I became spiritual. And the other part which I wanted to say is that the information that you get is when you get become more spiritual, you get more information. So I did not have all the information before I turned spiritual. So if you're trying to, if we the mistake we do is we try to get all the information about something before we start doing something. That's not going to happen. No matter how much time you spend on one topic, it's really really difficult to understand everything completely. We have to make our beliefs, or we have to trust something with whatever we know. We, whether we consider good enough or not, like we, the people we stay, can, if I, and please don't take it negatively, but if I ask everyone, the people we stay with, can you predict the person 100% of time the person is going to do in each of the circumstances? Answer would be no. No one can predict that, because we react differently. We ourselves can't predict what we are going to do. Forget about others. But we still say that I have trust in this person. I know this person, when we don't know ourselves. So somewhere at the level of understanding, we make our opinions or perceptions based on the information that we think it's a good enough information, even though it's not complete comprehensive information. So The idea of waiting for information before doing something is not right, because you will not never get all the information before getting into that. We will get some level of information. You can use that information, becomes ritual. For my case, I use the experiences, the introspections, uh, the uh, the events in my life that happened, and the answer that I got pushed me here, and I came here. That time I did not know much. You asked Laura. Laura. She was there when I started joining these meetings. I used to be silent. I probably didn't even utter a word except for saying hi or my name is this or whatever it is. Um, and one day I started speaking, and I think everyone is wondering why this guy, when this guy is going to stop now. Because every time he brings up some weird perspective, some weird thing, and all that. The thing is, to answer your question more specifically, after giving you this background, is that personally, I did not have as much information when I became spiritual, and it probably would not be for everyone as well. The difference between you knowing something after you become spiritual, or something you knowing something before you become spiritual, I'll tell you what that difference is, and that is what makes uh, the difference between enlightened and people who are not enlightened. It's not the knowledge. Knowledge of something does not make you eligible. It makes you eligible up to only a certain point, but experience of something makes you capable. So example could be, if I can tell you all the techniques of swimming, how you need to swim, this is a technique, backstroke, butterfly, whatever it is, this is how you need to breathe, this is how you can move faster, how you can move your legs and things like that, how aerodynamically you have to keep your body. But unless you go in the water and do that, you will not know. And there's so many things you will only know when you get into the water yourself, because each one of us are unique. We have our unique ways of looking at things. We all have our unique challenges. Just because I was able to do things in a way doesn't mean that everyone would be able to do. Like we all know, Gautam Buddha, he attained nirvana, moksha, following a different practice, following a specific practice. Then it should be easier for everyone to follow that practice and attain nirvana. Why people are struggling? If we have one God, why we have so many religions? Why we define religion different way? Whoever has encountered a different way, they express that way. My way of expression, that is why is going to be different than somebody else's way of expressing things. And your way of expressing things would be different, because you will go with your paradigm, your perception, your understanding, your experiences. And when you become more spiritual, you'll have a different understanding as well. Even though at some level we'll all combine and synergize, our and understanding or synergy will meet or synergize basically everything at a later point of time. But the point here is that for me and for anyone else, the difference happens once you start doing things. Experience makes the difference, not the knowledge. Knowledge may help you do things or get started, but experience helps you raise your capabilities. And all the information I did not have earlier, I did not even know. Forget about knowing. Like, so many sound exist in our body, I did not know. Even if someone says, oh, there's this kind of sound and that kind of sound, I probably would know there are some sounds in us. But unless I do those practice, how would I know what kind of sound they are there? Someone is hearing a cricket, the insect like cricket. Someone is hearing a constant sound. Someone is hearing heartbeat or something. Someone is hearing vibration. It depends. If we all, like I always say, I can make you hear some sounds, natural sound within your body, but what you will hear will be different from what someone else hears. Even though practice is same, even though we all are doing the same thing, but your exposure is going to be different. It may be similar to one person, it may be completely different to that person. So even though you ask for my personal uh, experience, it is actually true for everyone, and you will realize far more when you get into something. So for me, all this understanding, all this information came much later. I did not know. I if I look back now, I probably would say I did not even know 1% of it, and it was just theoretical. Okay, you calm your mind, you feel good, you become thoughtless. This is all at the knowledge level, but can you feel the feeling of thoughtlessness without being thoughtless? I can say, oh, this paradise or this heaven is placed like this, where everything is nice, everything is this and that. You will start having an imagination, you'll start visualizing, and your imagination may be different than others' imagination. But will you have the same level of, let me say, data? Okay, data in the sense like same amount of data as someone who's already been to heaven?
No, never.
So that is the difference. Someone can go there and explain how heaven is, that is the knowledge, but someone going there experiencing is what the difference from knowledge in experiences. So no matter how much you know, when you start getting into that, that's when you get much more understanding, in-depth understanding.
It was an excellent topic.
And oh, thanks, Jacob. Thank you. And apologies again for your simple question. I had to
expand.
No,
expand, but
it was good.
go to philosophy to yeah, answer.
It was a great
It was a simple
explanation.
question, right?
Yeah, I love the
It was a simple
analogy.
question, like, okay, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I said I would just love the analogy of the person who's experienced heaven versus just contemplating it or thinking you know something about it. That sealed the understanding of that
Oh,
whole
thank you.
the experiential part of meditating and connecting with source.
Thank you.